Hello and welcome to a standing yoga practice. You don't need a mat for that. It is useful though to stop you from slipping. If you don't have a mat, make sure the surface you're practicing on is even, free of clutter, and you might just not like to space your feet quite as much to stop you from slipping. So this is an overall strengthening practice, and in particular we are going to explore the range of movement in the hips. We are going to start just by loosening up the body a little bit, so walk on the spot for a moment. And take your hands on the hips for some hip circles, legs a bit wider for this. And change direction. And then we are going to balance on the right leg, lifting the other knee up, and just take it around in a figure of 8. So really try to make that 8 as big as possible and feel into the hips. Feel how your leg bone moves in your hip joint, and change direction as well. Do the figure of 8 the other way around. And then we'll do the same on the other side. Let's just walk the feet a little bit again. And then lift the opposite knee up and start to make your figure of 8. Change direction. And release, and again just walk out the legs a little bit. Standing still, take your hands in front of you, stretch those fingers, and then make a fist. And alternate, stretch, fist, quite a few times. Good strengthening for the fingers, but also the lower arms. And then just shake the hands out. Lift them up again. Now carefully turn your right hand down to stretch the wrist first one way. And then point the fingertips up and carefully stretch the hand back a little bit more. Same on the other side, fingers down first, press on the top of your hands. And then turn the fingertips up and stretch back here. Now reach up, grow tall. Fold your right hand between the shoulder blades and guide the elbow back. Tuck the hips under here, so the rear stretch doesn't wander into the lower back but stays in the upper body. Reach up again. Fold your left hand down and take the elbow back. Keep the neck at ease as you do so. Reach up again. Take your arms out wide now and just do circles in the shoulders. And change direction. Could be small or bigger circles. Doesn't matter so much. Lovely. Take your hands to your heart and step the feet apart. Toes are pointing outwards. So the stance is wide, but make sure you don't slip. Toes are pointing outwards, hips are tucked under. We're going to lower into goddess squat. So knees are moving outwards. You still feel the outside of your feet. And the shoulders draw together. Next time you inhale, rise up into star pose and exhale, lower. Let's do that a few times. Two more times. Stay in goddess. Just placing the hands on the thigh. Now with your left hand and keeping the arms straight, push onto that left leg and start to twist around. So you lower your left shoulder and you look back. The upper body stays straight. And then come back to center and do the same on the other side. Come back to center and rise up. Turn your toes forwards. Hands on the hips. Come into a half forward fold. Release your hands. Link them behind you. Draw the shoulder blades away from the ears. And then fold down. Take the hands up and over. Couple of deep breaths. And then lift up again. Place the right hand into the middle on the floor. You could also place the hand on your thigh, on your leg. And then come into a twist. So guide that right shoulder around and then reach up. Just keep the legs straight, the back straight, the arms straight. Come back to center and twist the other way. So I really recommend guiding that shoulder around and then reach up. So not flinging the hands back, really focusing on the shoulders, stacking the shoulders on top of each other. And come back to center. Rise up. And turn the toes outwards. So we're coming into a side lunge from here now. Bend into your left knee and lower down. So that might be just enough for you today. Maybe you can lower all the way down. You want to keep that foot on the floor and roll onto the heel of the other foot. So whichever position you are, whether you are low or higher, it's about that inner thigh stretch. And then we are going over to the other side. And come back to center. Rise up again. Turn the right foot in, the left foot out. Keep the hips sideways and centered. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, warrior two. Nice steady breath here. Body vertical, so not leaning forwards. Maybe lower down a little bit more and then reverse your warrior. Reach up and back with your front hand. And come back to center. Rise up. Shuffle the feet in. Just shake the legs out for a moment. We'll do the same routine now again. Doing our warrior two and reverse warrior on the other side. So we start with the toes pointing out, hips tucked under. Come into a goddess squat. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Rise. And lower. We we're going to do it 2 more times. Stay in goddess squat. Take your hands on the thighs. Push against your right leg. Twist. And then twist the other way. Come back to center. Rise up and turn the toes forwards. Hand on the hips. Half forward fold. Take the arms out wide. Link the hands again, this time in the non-habitual way. And fold down. Hands go up and over. Now release, come up a bit. Place your right hand down, twist to the left. Reach up. And then the same on the other side. And come back to center, rise up. So ready for the high lunge, side lunge. Feet turn outwards again, lower down, either staying in this higher position or going all the way down. Over to the other side. Back to the middle and rise up. So turn the left foot in this time, right foot out to the side, center. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, warrior two. Draw those shoulder blades down. Look over your front hand. Couple more breaths. Lower down a little bit more, reverse your warrior. And rise up. Lovely. So just shuffle the feet in, shake the legs out. And we are going to finish with a balance, which will take the hips into an inward rotation. So to counterbalance the other poses we've done before, it's going to be eagle pose. Let's start with the arms. Just take the arms up as you inhale. Lower them down as you exhale. And again. Last time. Now take your right arm underneath the left and place your hands on the shoulders or into eagle arms. Either way, elbows are lifted. And then sit down into chair pose, taking the right leg over. So feel free to keep the toes on the floor or lift the foot left, wrap it round. Keep the upper body upright. And come out of it gracefully. Release. And we'll do the same on the other side. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, lower. 2 more times. So this time the left arm goes under. And as you find your balance, the left leg goes over. And release. Roll those shoulders out, space your legs a little bit, soften the knees, round the back, navel towards the spine, and just come into a releasing, dangling position here, hanging, relaxing. Couple more breaths. And then slowly, slowly roll up. So I'd like to say thank you for joining in, and see you again next time.